Hey guys, Jesse here with Prepared Mind 101. We're here at Blade Show 2017 and you're watching Black Scout Survival.
What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival, and we're here at Blade Show 2017. I'm here at the Jake Hoback Knives booth.
How you guys doing?
Good, good. So you got some new stuff for us?
I do. Yeah, we've got a lot of our standard models here that we've done a lot of different stuff to. This is our carbon fiber Quayback. This weighs in at 4.6 ounces, full 3/16 material selection on all of this stuff. But we did some really cool camouflage anodization on it.
That looks good.
Turned out pretty good. Now the blade itself is a differential acid washing to get the camouflage to follow through as well. So we've got a little bit of this. We've got several new knives. This is the newest model. This is the Paraclete. This has got a lot of features that I've been working on for a knife that I'm designing to submit to NASA. Okay. So it was a good proving ground for me. I spent some time down at NASA earlier this year and just picked a lot of their engineers' brains on what they're after for certain things. So this has got a new bearing system, that's got a new lock face, and it's all around just a totally different knife than this knife itself is a departure from my typical styling. It's a 4-inch recurve blade. You can see it here. And then I can go over some of the internal workings of it. Is probably the biggest portion of that knife is able to prove some pretty innovative lock features and the new bearing system. So got one taken apart here. And basically we have the lock. We'll go over the bearings first. This is zero gravity bearing. This is the first iteration, version 1. Basically it's a bunch of pressed in bronze phosphorus bearing rods. Then they're machined to a specified height. And that gives you fairly low friction, zero particle dispersion, which is important in zero gravity, so you're not breathing in particles. But also one of the things that went along with that is that they don't want a knife that just falls open and closed. It needs to have some friction to it. So, you know, departing from my typical bearings where the blade just falls open and closed really easy and really like nicely, that's like, this is smooth, but it's got enough friction that it keeps it from falling close on your fingers and stuff like that. So the lock face is pretty cool. This is you know, Michael Walker designed the liner lock, you know, frame lock, and he did a fantastic job on it, but I've never really liked the lock interface where it connects with the blade. And what I've done to solve a lot of the issues with that is the lock contacts on 3 different portions of this face. Now, typically, if you just connected the lock face to this in 3 different places, it would stick and you'd never be able to unlock it. So how I achieved getting it to stop unlocking was change the angles and the contact pressures of each face. So each face has its own individual pressure and lock angle. It varies all the way up to 4 degrees of variance between the 3 different lock connection points. And so typically if you put too much pressure on the top, it would push the blade away from the stop pin and you'd get lock rock. So that's less pressure on the top, but then a lot of pressure on the lock face on the front and then moderate pressure on the bottom face. And it gives you good lockup, but it also prevents it from sticking because it can't like jam itself in there. Yeah. So and then something coupled along with that is the fail-safe is since it's dropped into a pocket like it is, if you try to break that lock face off, it cams itself in there and galls in and locks. And then you'll actually, from my testing, it'll either break the lock insert off or it'll break the lock bar out. But that requires a great deal of pressure, and you can't do that by hand. I mean, I'm prying on this thing with a cheater bar, trying to break it to see where it would break. So, you know, there's some of the stuff that we're bringing, you know, to the party here. And, you know, we've got a lot of different knives that we've been putting out. And we've been doing a few collaboration knives. This is a fixed blade we're doing with Kirk Guillot. And he's been a great friend of mine for the last, you know, probably 7 or 8 years. So this is our MP6 fixed blade, and we sent these off to Kirk to do his awesome grinds on them. This multi-grind, faceted craziness that he does. He did a fantastic job on these, so I'm always repping for Kirk. And then going from there, we've got a charity auction that we're doing with Rustlick Knives. He forged this. This is a 7.62 minigun barrel. He forged Damascus out of these barrels, and we made a fixed blade. that I'm sure we can get some pictures that's under the display case over here. So yeah, other than that, you know, we've been having a great show. Had a lot of great people stopping by and asking questions and stuff, so we've been enjoying ourselves.
Well, that's cool. You got a lot of innovative stuff going on. I appreciate you taking the time to show it to us.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.